Number one daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. Also breaking news, Bitcoin now up 114% in the past 12 months. A reminder to hodl. Also, the 13 richest man, Mike Alfred, just posted, enjoy Bitcoin. That's what's up. Also, as we know, some big news coming out of El Salvador. According to the Rumble CEO, Chris, he just tweeted, this is huge. President Bukele of El Salvador is changing the game and leading on free speech. And that was retweeting Max Kaiser's post. We got the green light. We're launching a new video, El Salvador TV channel on Rumble, uncensorable, the only uncensored state media in the world. Congratulations, Bukele, El Salvador, Kaiser, Rumble CEO. You guys are doing it big. Respect. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin bears base $40,000 prediction on self-induced fear, according to Jan 3's Samson Mow, as well as Elon Musk's DOGE government meme sends political speculation a-soaring, as well as El Salvador marking 3 years of Bitcoin adoption with 31 million worth of profit. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin surge is so close. Crypto analyst Mikael Van de Pop says Bitcoin is primed for a massive rally. I'll be breaking down the timeline. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin smashing as high as 315,000 per this cycle as per top analysts. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much motherfucking more in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What's crack-a-lackin', what's poppin', what's good in the hood? Shout out everyone in the live chat. Happy Sat Stackin' Saturday. Bitcoin's finally back in the green, yo. We did tap 52. It felt like El Nino, but we back. Shout out Judson, what's poppin'? 104 in Vegas. Damn, Gina. Casinos are packed with the football back. Biddy's a stack and life is good. Turn off the news. It's not healthy. Well said, brother. Shout out Bring Facts. Salam family. Assalamu alaikum. Shout out Muhammad. What's poppin', brother? What's good? What's up with the Saudis? Shout out Shandy. We're going to be premiering a brand new music video. Lit. Hands down my favorite new video. So stick around and you can check that out at Shandy 10 Music. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. I strongly encourage y'all to repost the stream over on X. I'm going to go ahead and pin it to top my profile right now. So once it's pinned, it'll be easy to find. So once you go to my X profile, you'll notice pinned at the very top is the stream. And if you guys can just heart it, repost it with a quote, or just comment the stream, I promise I will repost it during the stream. I will shout you out, and I'll also follow you back if I'm not already following you. So if you can do that, it's greatly appreciated. And I can already see all the shares and love. So you guys are amazing. Shout out Diana Jones, just reposted you. She put the best crypto news is live. Chandy, Bitcoin lovers, the best daily pod, now live. Join JV and the fam. Thank you, Chandy. And shout out the Oracle, our one and only JC Ice. We're here live. Get the best crypto news pod on the planet. Thank you. Shout out Max Kaiser. I always appreciate the reshares, broski. We're going to be discussing the latest of what's going on in El Salvador with Rumble. Very exciting news. And shout out Willie, Carlos, Exentella, anyone else sharing the stream. I'm going to be checking shares and reposting throughout the entire pod. Shout out Boss33. Appreciate the comment. Crypto News Alerts is now live. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Share with your friends. Much appreciated. And theme music. Take it away, yo.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating it. I waited all day, maybe I need a light. But Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone. Happy Saturday and Saturday. Shout out everyone in the live chat. If you want to participate in the live chat, though, we're streaming on 3 platforms. The chat you see on your screen is coming exclusive from the YouTube channel, cryptonewsalerts.net. Shout out DNA Noonan. I'm here watching the best show on the 2. Love your brother. And the same event. Yeah, JV had 2 cappuccinos earlier. So if you haven't figured it out, this is caffeinated JV. Bring Facts says my aura is green. Maybe it's just my essence. Hey now. Tomorrow I think I'll go back to being a honey badger. Honey badger don't give a what? Shout out to the OG Backroad Crypto Bootleg. What it do? Your comment on the YouTube, self-identifying for the day. Rainbow winged unicorn, eh? Made my day. I literally laughed out loud and that is so healthy. Word, my unicorn farts glitter and rainbows and Satoshis, nothing better. Hilarious, Diana. So yeah, welcome everyone. Happy Saturday. At least we've recovered a little from the 52, 53 region, back above 54, back in the green, up $700 on the day. How high or low do you think the price to action will likely go today or over the weekend? Let me know. And yeah, welcome everyone just joining us. Happy to help. I got more than the sunshine in a bag. Wah, wah. Are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? Shout out Catherine Weaver. Just reposted you. Thank you. Thank you. It's time. We wait all day long. My man JV is live and loud. Correct. Kumar just reposted you, broski. Let me know where you're from. And I'm following you as well. So thank you. I appreciate the support. Watch out, Nats. You're in my airspace. But anyways, let's just get right into it, yo. Happy SaaStag and Saturday. I'm just going to open up my comments here on my phone so I can monitor it. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead and subscribe. Then hit that sexy bell icon to turn on all notifications. That way you get notified each and every day when I go live. Today is pod number 1753. I'm your host, JV. It's September 7th, 2024. Happy Stack and Saturday. Bitcoin's currently back above 54 Gs. We're back in the green after tapping a low of the high 52s just yesterday, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we'll see how low this baby goes. And let's kick it off with our market watches we do each and every day. Everything back in the green, we love to see. Bitcoin just above 54,600 according to Coin360. Ether is still back under 2,300. XRP in the green. Solana, most of the market recovering some after a pretty depressing past few days in crypto. But anyways, good for the hodlers that are stacking the sats nonetheless. And check it out, coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap in a whole is at $1.93 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap, $1.073 trillion. So that market cap has been on the decline, volume roughly 56 billion in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance is on the climb, I believe. Yep, I'm right. 55.7%. Ether dominance has been on a steady decline all the way down to 14.3%. How high do you think the Bitcoin dom will likely climb for this cycle? Holla at your boy. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Sats up 10%. We got Stark up 10%, and Sue up 10%, 10. And below that, a lot of gainers today in the market, which we love to see because for the past week, it's just been like 95% of the market in the red every day. And checking out Crypto Bubbles, is it still down? I don't know what's going on with their server. Oh, there we go. It's back up. On the daily, you can see a visual perspective, like 95% of the market in the green and pumping. And zoom it out on the monthly, get a broader perspective. I'd flip it roughly 50-50 ballpark. Some in the green, some in the red. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Today, we're still in extreme fear. I think that's a good sign of a likely bounce. Yesterday, we hit a low of 22, which is the lowest it's been in a minute. Last week was a 29, and last month a 20 in extreme fear. So there you have it, yo. And checking out the time chain calendar, we're currently on Bitcoin block number 860,347. But who's counting? Time chain calendars counting. And we have 189,653 blocks until the next halving, scheduled to take place roughly April of 2028. And now you can literally get 1,837 Satoshis per dollar. So it's a great opportunity to become a Satoshi millionaire. If you're not already, a great time to be stacking the sats and take advantage of it. And again, the market cap is only $1.08 trillion, which is pretty mind-boggling at the end of the day. Welcome everyone joining the stream. JB, you'd kill it as an auctioneer after 2 chinos. Exactly what I'm trying to say. Exactly what I'm trying to say. I won't lie, just seeing her picture makes me cringe. I'm going to assume you're referring to Kamala, but that's just my assumption. I didn't see the rest of the chat. Let me know if that's accurate. Folsom Hodl, if anyone has trust, beware. They are changing everyone 125 for changing providers. No one was notified until last night. That sucks. I hate when companies do that. GT Lions, stack a sat or 2 or 3. Why not? Howdy, Bitcoin Queens, which is also a song. That's a real song. Howdy, Bitcoin Queens. I got to hear it now. Mark, what up, brother? Shout out Mark Wardraw. What up? What up? Keely, hey, Chandy. We got Chandy in the building. Again, we're going to be premiering a new music video. She just created a brand new song. I just watched it before I streamed. I was very impressed. I told her it's the best music video she's ever done. The good news is I ain't holding any fiat. Smart man. You definitely don't want the fiat crap, the monopoly money. It's practically worthless, and it'll only continue to lose your purchasing power. Of course, the one who loves the camels, I know exactly who you're talking about, Chandy. Camel lovers unite.
Buying opportunity for fifth level sexy G's.
What do you think, JV? Shout out to BitRock. Appreciate it. Guido, when will never disappoint. Never keep the faith. Amen, Guido. Appreciate the repost. Just reposted you.
Who cares about a roaring kitty?
Not me. I'm for the bitty. I'm for the Nippinator. I'm for Nipsey. Not for some weirdo Kit Kat kitty.
Cat, a kitty cat. I'm for stacking the stats. Stack the stats. Ain't no
You got to stack the stats, show. Brian, hodl and buy. Sage. Sage advice. The Oracle reminds us of the rules. Thank you. Don't come to the chat to start crap. Don't dox anyone in the chat. I see you updated it. Don't disrespect the chat, JV, or the mods. Don't spam the chat. Any of these things will get you removed and banned. Fair play. Chandy Music Chill, yo. The best. #1 music content creator, hands down. Chandy 10 Music. You got to be subscribed if you're not. I don't know how to do that. I wish I did. Hodl long as it takes. Hodl be thy name. One of the 10 Bitcoin commandments I'm sure you're familiar with.
thing, baby. It's
The chance to stack those sats. The chance to stack those bitties.
Baby, you never heard about me.
And you already know the broskies love the bitties, if you know what I'm saying. Hodl the line, hold the line. What up, J Bella? 54 G's, baby. Let's go. Yeah, let's see if we get back above 55 by the end of the stream. Hit the likes. Hit the likes, you bunch of degens. Shout out to Beezy Beezy. Mark, that's right. Appreciate the support. And again, anyone who reposts the stream or comments the stream, you're going to get reposted. Let's see how many people we can get on the live. Happy stacking Saturday. I self-identify a 54-320 as a smoke time. I'm dyslexic today. Hey, happy 420 to the entire fam. It's all good. Would consider to move in El Salvador? And yes, 100%. I plan on eventually having a property out there and spending a lot of time there. 100%. Have to update it when people just try to stir the crap. Keeping with the times. Understood. But anyways, let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies, and check out some of the live charts and where the price action is likely to take us next. And welcome everyone just joining the live stream. Appreciate the support. Sub 50,000 Bitcoin correction remains in play as whales look to sell the biddy. Here you're looking at Bitcoin's correction below 50 Gs, which is a major psychological mark, which could occur as soon as this weekend, threatening to create more downwards pressure in September, which is a historically bearish month. Bitcoin price could see more downside pressure this weekend as the whales look to lock in the profits. The Savvy address sold 100 biddies worth 5.3 million to lock in over 206,000 in profit. Following suit, a total of 402,000 BTC worth over 21 billion was bought by addresses that are likely looking to sell at break even, according to a September 7th post by on-chain intelligence firm Look On Chain, quoting them here. 836,000 addresses bought 402,800 Bitcoin, valued at $21 billion, at a price between 51.1 and 54.3. These addresses are likely to sell near the break even. Now, the whales can significantly impact Bitcoin's price action due to the high amount of market moving capital. Traders often follow whale selling patterns for cues on a crypto short-term price trajectory. Meanwhile, Bitcoin could see a correction below the 50,000 psychological mark, only 4,000 away, as soon as this weekend, according to Arthur Hayes Just Blaze, the former BitMEX CEO, quoting him here, Bitcoin is heavy. I'm gunning for sub 50 Gs this weekend. I took a cheeky short. Pray for my soul, for I am a degen. I love Arthur Hayes. He's hilarious. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin price lost its key 55,000 support, falling 1.4% to trade at 54.3, which is precisely where we're currently at the time of the live ballpark. Bitcoin is down nearly 8% on the weekly chart. However, y'all must have forgot, check this out. Bitcoin is still up 114% in the past 12 months, so don't get it twisted and just hodl. Numbers don't lie. So you may be, oh my God, Bitcoin, We're up 114%. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Now, quoting Bitfinex analyst, this is not an arbitrary number, but based on the fact that the cycle peak in terms of percentage return reduces by around 67% each cycle. And the average bull market correction has reduced as well. And adding to investor concerns about more incoming selling pressure, Galaxy Digital also deposited roughly 78.5 million worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase Prime. September 7th, noted Lock On Chain, as outlined right here. Now, a potential interest rate cut in the largest economy, the U.S., could bolster investor sentiment for the risk-on assets like the Biddy. However, Bitcoin price will likely see more downside pressure leading up to the September 18th interest rate decision. It's like a week and a half out. According to Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, I'm joking, not the Chipmunks. But anyways, Alvin Kahn, Chief Operating Officer of the Big Cat Wallet, shared the following. We expect Bitcoin and the equity markets to face downward pressure leading up to the Fed's official rate cut announcement. Once the rate cut is confirmed after the September FOMC meeting, we may see a short to midterm boost on risk assets. And he also added, given the current market volatility, there's a possibility of Bitcoin experiencing liquidity issues, which could cause sharp temporary price drops. And at the moment, there's about a 40% chance of the bitty dipping below 50 G's, baby. So there you go. And in other news, as I pointed out, Bitcoin's up 114% in the past 12 months. Don't get it twisted. And as one of the richest men in the world, Michael Dell, the 13th richest man, worth only $96 billion, he says, enjoy Bitcoin. All these cryptic tweets, I have to believe he is a Bitcoin holder. Maybe his company is not holding it, but I like to believe with all the Bitcoin quotes and Michael Saylor retweets and Cookie Monster eating Bitcoins, I like to assume this guy's a Bitcoiner. I mean, billionaires don't play. They're not going to talk about something and then say enjoy Bitcoin with an orange heart unless they freaking love it and more than likely own it. That's my speculation. Let me know your thoughts. And in other news, this is big. Well, actually, let me show you the distribution of the 21 million Bitcoin, and then I'll show you this breaking news. So you can see 17% of the Bitcoin supply is lost and gone forever. That's huge. Look at that piece of the pie. 3.4% belongs to the miners. Only 5% Satoshi Wallet. 6% yet to be mined. I think, was it 2140, the final Bitcoin will be mined. 2.7% is owned by the government, mostly U.S. And Bitcoin ETF has just under 4%, and corporations only have 3.6%. That means individuals that self-custody, potentially, like you and I, have 57% of the biddies. Pretty lit. And here's the big news. We got the green light. We're launching a new El Salvador TV channel on Rumble. Uncensorable, the only uncensored state media in the world. And even the Rumble CEO responded, this is huge. President Bukele of El Salvador is changing the game and leading on free speech. Rocket ship to the moon. Pretty lit, yo. I mean, you already know. So shout out El Salvador, Bukele, Max, and the rest of the fam. Let's go. This was an AI attack. What are you referring to? A lot of the secret whales out there, eh? Helen is still breaking my heart, hiding so long. Where are you, Helen? That's right. We used to have Helen and Ellen on every episode for years, and they still say hello and pop in, but we don't see them every day anymore. So wherever you've been, we miss you. Come back, please. Whoop, whoop. 17.6 lost biddies. That's a lot of freaking Bitcoin, man. Secrets. Never teach the Wu-Tang.
Another coin. Bitcoin.
I got my mind on my Bitcoin and my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, a buying opportunity. Shout out Chandy, another repost. Crypto News Alerts is live. If you love the biddy, you'll love the pod. NJB. Thank you, Chandy. Too kind. Appreciate all the reposts, all the love. And shout out Clevelander77, the best Bitcoin show. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the repost. Let's get the cheap biddies. Shout out Vic Shoots. I just followed you back, brother, as I promised to follow back anyone who comments my content or repost it. So I just hearted it, just reposted ya, just shouted you out, Vic Shoots. And thank you. Greatly appreciate that. And shout out BitRock, again, Guido, the rest of the fam. You guys can find the stream pinned at the top of the X profile. So let's freaking go. Let's go. Everybody wants a piece of the almighty biddy, says 4. Amen. I just reposted you, brother. I'm following you as well. Thank you for the love. Much appreciated. Yeah, I know. We all miss Helen and Ellen. I understand. She'll come back. Have faith. Blessings from Dorado Beach, Puerto Rico. Shout out DJ Wednesday holding it down. I'm also broadcasting from Puerto Rico, if you guys don't know. Happy 420, by the way. 420 people on the stream. 400, or it's 420 as well. So it's like a double 420 celebration here on Crypto News Alerts. You know what I mean? Happy SaaStack Saturday and happy 42020, 42020. You know what I mean? My ex post was supposed to say Bitcoin never disappoints. Never. Keep the faith. Right on, Guido. Thanks for the clarification, broski. And shout out everyone. Let me know where you're tuned in from. If you don't know, this is a live and interactive show each and every day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. You got to let me know where you're tuned in from. What makes us the #1 daily pod? It's not that I'm so great at reading the news and drinking caffeine. It's because you guys, it's the interaction. This is the most lit pod because the interaction, and I think our numbers speak for themselves. Our like to share ratios, virtually 100% on X, meaning everyone who tunes in hearts it, also reposts it. I've never seen any other X content creators get that kind of love. So I'm greatly humbled and appreciate that kind of support, guys. So thank you. Support CNA through the Patreon. That's right. We have a Patreon. There's so many ways you can support us, but I won't waste your time explaining it all. But if you look at the description of the YouTube video or the Rumble video, you can see all the different ways one can support the channel, whether it's buying merch, whether it's, memberships on Rumble, memberships on YouTube, the Patreon, et cetera, et cetera. And shout out to my boy Sergio, where I got this hat from. If you'd like a similar one, bitcoincaps.net. Very good hats. This one is an Adidas one, so it fits spot on. So I love it. One of my fave hats I've been rocking. And shout out Sergio for always hooking it up. Picked up the sage and the sweet grass today, JV. Music to my ears. I cannot wait. In fact, I actually had a conversation with a friend earlier. I'm like, I have some fresh sage and sweet grass coming soon. I can't wait. Some new incense. I still got this one here. I think I may have to fill this baby up. I may have ran out of gas. I got to get some more of the fluid so we can spark the sage again. When will we hit the top of the cycle? In my opinion, and again, everything shared in the stream, it's an opinion-based show, so I don't have a magic ball. Anything I say, take with a grain of salt. It may happen, it may not. It's just opinion. But I think in 2025, we most likely hit the cycle peak because that's what history shows us. And if history is to repeat or rhyme, that's the most likely scenario. However, anything can happen. There's black swans. Can't predict the future. Who knows what's even going to happen with this election in November, So just be prepared for all scenarios. Sergio is one of my favorite humans, bitcoincaps.net. I second that. In fact, I'm going to order some more hats from Sergio later today, so thanks for the reminder. But keep the comments flowing. Let's continue with the news now that we covered the astrology for the broskies. In fact, I take that back. I forgot to show you the live charts. I get ahead of myself. So let's look at some of the live charts, and then we will pull up the news for the day. Let's start with the 1 hour chart. I'll pull it up here for you guys. So yeah, you should be able to see on your screen. This is live and in the flesh. I'm not a chartist, but I have some cool software that does it all for me, and I just read you what I see. Fair enough? Okay, so here we go. Bitcoin is trading at $54,300. This is the 1 hour chart, live and in the flesh. You can see we started building after tapping a bottom yesterday of 52,620. So it's looking all right. We were climbing. We had some corrective reds on the hourly, and then we had some greens. So again, expect extreme volatility is to be expected. And yes, we can drop below 50,000 still this weekend. So that needs to be on your radar of things that can potentially happen. In fact, I think a couple of weeks back, we tapped 49, which is a new local low, and we may retest that. So we'll see how it plays out. Here's the 4 hour chart, family. We had that massive red candle yesterday. You can see on your screen that took us all the way down to the 52 level. And then we've just been climbing and then stagnating, currently sideways. And we'll zoom out from here and we'll scope out the 1 day chart. The 1 day, obviously 2 big red candles, and it looks like we may have that corrective green today in the positive, but it could also continue to flip negative. It's still, who knows? It's unpredictable, honestly, short-term price action. But here you can see there is a target sitting at 47.7. So that could be the most likely target if we break under 50, in my opinion, based on what I see here. And zooming out a little further, we'll check out the most bullish chart, which shows you the weekly cup and handle, always sitting just shy of 125,000, as you can see on your screen. And then we'll zoom out, take a quick look or glance at the monthly chart. And according to the monthly, and so far, so red. September is historically red. Unfortunately, August, June, and July were ultimately red. We didn't do much. But I think fourth quarter, I'm sticking to my bullish sentiment that we likely break out, hit a new cycle high, re-enter price discovery. But I do think the cycle peak as a whole for the cycle will most likely be in 2025. But let me know your thoughts. I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to join the stream. Remember, we're live on X, we're live on Rumble, we're live on the YouTube. Don't forget about the Nippinator. Show him some love. Like the stream if you like dogs, first and foremost, and repost as well. Nipsey, he's semi-famous, but he deserves more fame. Everyone should know of Nipsey. He should be like, you think of a horse, it's maybe, the talking horse, Mr. Ed. Well, you think Nipsey, you think Nippinator, and you think dog, you should automatically assume it's the Nippinator. That's what we need, and with your help, we could make the Nippinator great again. You feel me? FOMC week will be the test, about 50 G's for the battle. Right on. How would you spend it? Given the 30 days post 100K in the election, if I am a horse or if I'm at a horse race, I'm thinking January. Right on. Well, you know what? I respect people bold enough to make a prediction, and especially using intuition, because in my opinion, intuition outweighs charts. I don't really care what the charts say. I think Bitcoin's on its own trajectory. And there's bigger factors always at play, in my opinion. So like, I trust my intuition more than a chart. And I think most women who are in touch with their intuition, which I think is the majority of women, would agree. Your intuition will lead you to the truth, and that feeling in your gut, it just feels like it's going, you know what I mean? But for me, my intuition is like fourth quarter. I got to be honest though, it's not just intuition, it's past, studying the past, and intuition. I feel like more than likely fourth quarter, but we'll see. It could happen next year as well. It could happen in January, and Chandy could be like, aha, I told you, JV. And I'll be like, oh, you were right. 100% Bitcoin, 0% ish coins. 225,000 into the motherfucking year. Apart from my own dog, Nips is the only other dog I see. Great. Love it. 222 all day, every day, someday, anyway. We don't play. And we don't slay dragons. We're dragons that slay. 100K, another 100K, another 100K. That's 300K on the way, on the lay, on the way. But did you buy the dip today? Or did you let it slip away? Like Cinderella's slipper. 100K, Bitcoin grenade. Boom, 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 boom. It's the biddy. Your sage sticks look like mine. We need new ones. Time to upgrade. I'm waiting for the oracles. So those are going to be special coming from her, being she grew them herself. But anyways, family, welcome everyone to join the stream. Welcome.
Bitcoin. But I don't sweat it because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, dope sell, no sell, no Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin. Roger out.
Roger out. Shout out High Priority Network. Just reposted your brother. He put, come watch the best daily crypto pod live right now. Thank you, dude. And shout out Short Coin, the one and only Devon. We appreciate it. She put hodl, be thy name. Amazing, eh? But yeah, here we go. Let's continue with the news, because actually we didn't even get into the news. All I did was share with you the TA and the market. So here's what's popping right now. Here's the latest from Samson Mow. Of Jan 3. Headline reads, Bitcoin bears base 40,000 prediction on the self-induced fear. That's right. Bitcoin traders predicting the asset price return to the 40,000 level might be driven more by fear than by the technical fundamentals, according to Samson Mow, CEO of the Bitcoin tech firm, Jan 3. Bears are saying Bitcoin will drop to 0.04 million, have no basis for that prediction other than the self-induced fear. Mow says Bitcoin can just as easily reach 100,000. So there you go. As easily we can tap 40. He's saying we could just as easily tap 100. So despite Bitcoin trading below 60, you know what I mean? Past 7 days, Mow believes Bitcoin could easily hit six figures, citing macroeconomic factors like significant amount of the interest of the United States government paying its debts for daily and growing the number of businesses holding the asset. He also stated Bitcoin could just easily get to 100,000, which is 0.1 million, and that it's supported by the BRRR, which is the money printer, plus 3 billion in debt per day. Strategic Bitcoin reserves, pensions, allocating, and corporations are buying. Macroeconomic resource, the BC letter, added that the $3 billion daily interest expense for the U.S. government on its debt is triple the amount paid 10 years ago and has doubled in just the past 2.5 years. That's pretty alarming. Debt crisis is an understatement. Preach. Now, fundamentals went out over every time, according to Mow, who said the fear-driven markets are only a short-term issue, and the fundamentals eventually prevail. Keep hope alive. Can fear move the market? Sure, but it never lasts long because the fundamentals went up over time. Even the unwinding of some of the greatest frauds, like FTX, can't keep the price down. And speaking of fraud, take it away, Max Kaiser.
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model. To suggest that there is any moral or ethical aspect to anything that's going on now is to be completely naive about the fact that we live in an era dominated by financial terrorists.
That's right, 100%. It's all fraud. They get a percentage of the fraud. This is the business model. That's the realest-ish I've ever heard. That's why I make it a point to play it every day. Respect. Shout out Max Kaiser, Stacey Herbert. We appreciate you for always keeping it 100. Dan says October is normally the big month for the legacy finance to crash. I prefer BEFD over BEEF, beef for the dinner. Buy every friggin' dip. Staking is for proof of stake. piece of ish coins. That's hilarious, bro. POW, FTW. I insist that JV co-writes the 100K song. That's a big deal. And we get to include the party in it. I think that is going to be fun. Yeah, you're right. 100K song has to be extra special because we've been praying for the 100K fiesta so we can celebrate for many years. And eventually we're going to get there. And I'd love to have a 100K celebration. We can maybe call it 100K victory lap. 100K Bitcoin victory lap. How about that? My first idea that comes to my mind. Anyways, we will be dancing on JV's balcony, eh? If the stock to flow model continues its normal trend, October this year to October next year will be the top, JV. Thanks for sharing, Alan David. Hola, Shortcoin and friends. Shout out Bobby Digi. Yeah, you know who is he? The resurrector in your sector. We get the trifecta. Welcome everyone joining the stream. I see we got 700 people already here. Again, we're streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube. And I'm going to be streaming at least for the next 90 minutes. So please repost this. Spread the word. Appreciate it. 100K all the way. In fact, I think one of my verses in the El Salvador song we created was specifically 100K. So the verse I was creating, I'm like, that's why it starts 100K, another 100K, another 100K. That's 300K. The whole theme of that verse was Bitcoin 100K. We might have to have the party 100K Bitcoin babe, 100K 6 figs all day. You notice every bar started 100K? I don't know if you guys figured that out. We might have to have a party in an old folks home. Oh no, you got jokes at them. Wu-Tang is for the children. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Olympic torch flaming. We burn so sweet. The thrill of victory, agony defeat. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. And rest in peace to the ODB. You feel me? But anyways, let's keep it moving, eh? Our next story of the day. Let's discuss the latest with Elon DOGE. Elon's DOGE government meme sends political speculation soaring. That's right. Elon may be floating the idea of establishing himself as the head of a new government institution if the former United States Pres Trump claims the Oval Office again in November 2024 election. Again, I think it's November 5th, right? Let me know who you think's going to win. Now, true to form, Musk teased the idea in a meme on X featuring a double entendre referencing both crypto and politics. Look at that. He actually posted this. Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. So there you go. The post features what appears to be an AI image. No, that's you mean to tell me that's not really him? Get out of here. But anyways. Seated behind a desktop place card with the letters DOGE printed on it. The image was accompanied by text reading Department of Government Efficiency. So this guy is full of jokes. He's always indirectly promoting Doge, if you haven't noticed it. Dogecoin reached a 24-hour high in the hours after the Musk post. I'm not surprised, though at this time, it still remains below the previous week highs of the past 7 days. Let's discuss his political ambition. As recently reported, Trump recently vowed to create a government efficiency commission, and per the former commander-in-chief, the commission would be tasked with conducting a complete financial performance audit of the entire federal government, making recommendations for drastic reforms. Musk retweeted a video of Trump's remarks with his own commentary stating, "This is badly needed." The billionaire tech mogul appeared to commit to contributing to the political committee, though stopped short of stating he'd accept an official government position. As he shares here, "I look forward to saving America." That's funny. "If the opportunity arises, no pay, no title, no recognition is needed. All I got to say is this. No false idols going to save America. It's up to us, family, by putting all our faith into anybody. I don't give a if it's Trump or Elon. If you think one person is going to save us all, we're doomed. We need to understand it's up to us to save us and that the government works for us. Do you guys understand that? Let me know if you agree or disagree. Anyways, Adam, good morning, family. Welcome to the stream. Shout out KJM. Shout out anyone just joining us. I'm going to check the X feed again. And please, if you guys haven't reposted, if you can do that, much appreciated. KJM just did like 5 of them. Thank you, bro. Just reposted you. Tune into the live show. Appreciated. Exit Epics, Tony, welcome, family. And welcome anyone just joining us to the pod. Happy Stack and Saturday, by the way. Bobby, Chandy, what's good? Black Oracle, hit me on my Nextel, yo. Remember those Nextels? They were like walkie-talkies, so they were so cool. Whatever happened to them? Is Nextel still around, or did they become obsolete? I'd love to know if anyone has any insights there. Holler. and welcome everybody. Okay, we're going to continue with the news and try and knock it all out. Brian says 100% thank you. I think that disempowers us when we just think someone's going to solve all our problems. We need to realize the problems are ours. No one can really solve your problems for your family better than you, including anyone you put on the pedestal, because they have their own problems and their priority is going to always be themselves and their family first. And it should be. It should be like God, family, and then helping others. Because if you can't help yourself and your family, why would you even be helping others? It's like that oxygen mask metaphor, like on a plane. Before, if there's an emergency, instead of trying to help other people adjust their mask, make sure yours is on, or you're not going to be living much longer to help the others. Does that make sense? My paper had a clear case with gold chain. Oh boy. Jabro, it's on. Jabroni? My good M good is cut and waste. Nobody is talking about the worship. Amen and agree. We save, we grow. Government works for us. Well, that's the intention, I believe, in the whole Revolutionary War endeavor. Right on. I don't aspire to worship anybody. Neither do I fail to see through the demonetization of the people. Right on. Going to bring some giggleberries. Did they make you giggle? Oh, giggleberry ganja. When I visit AR next time. Is that Arkansas, bro? Right on. But anyways, next story of the day. Here's the latest what's popping in El Salvador, thy savior. And then we'll discuss some bullish targets. And then we'll do our live Q&A. Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. Welcome. Headline reads, El Salvador marks 3 years of Bitcoin adoption with 31 million in profit. El Salvador is celebrating its Bitcoin anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Marking 3 years since the country adopted Bitcoin as legal tender. So shout out El Salvador. They became the world's first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender 3 years ago, September 7th, 2021. Nice. To promote financial inclusion, facilitate more efficient remittance payments, and attract financial innovation. Bukele, the philosopher king, his decision to adopt Bitcoin made the country a historical digital asset pioneer, according to Alex Momat, founder and CEO of the Peanut Trade. Headline here. Sorry, quoting him here. El Salvador's experiment with Bitcoin can be seen as a success. The country acted as a pioneer. So true. Taking risk and trying something radically new. That's why you got to respect it. While it is too early to declare whether all aspects of the reform were successful, to me it was. It's clear that El Salvador has reaped some benefits. Clearly, they got how much Bitcoin did we just say? 31 milli worth of profit. Not too shabby. Now, El Salvador has been dollar cost averaging into the bitty since 2021, buying 1 Bitcoin daily as a part of its adoption plans. Let's go. The country's wallet currently sitting on over 31 million worth of profit, according to Bukele's portfolio tracker website. Shout out to the philosopher king. El Salvador bought its Bitcoin holdings at an average price of $43,877 per BTC. And we got Bitcoin currently trading at 54,300. And according to Momat, the El Salvador 31 million Bitcoin profit makes the decision a net positive in economic terms, despite the initial criticism. Quoting the CEO here, the financial gain further strengthens Bukele's position as the initiative now appears to be yielding tangible benefits, adding another layer of validation to this bold crypto experiment. El Salvador currently holds a total of 5,865 Bitcoin worth over 318 million, according to the country's treasury website. President Bukele's decision received widespread criticism after Bitcoin fell from its previous all-time high of 69 Gs, November 2021, after the collapse of the FTX exchange. El Salvador's Bitcoin holdings fell deeply in the red after Bitcoin fell as low as 16,000, but did that shake them out? Oh, hell nah. No Portnoy hands with Bukele, family. Since Bitcoin's economic model benefits the early adopters, shout out my diamond hands and laser eyes. Crypto investors anticipated a wave of countries following El Salvador's bold decision to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. However, only one additional country has since adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, while major economies remain hesitant. In April of 2022, the Central African Republic became the second country to adopt the BIDI as a legal tender and legalize the use of crypto to bolster the economy and financial inclusion. Larger economies will likely stray away from the BIDI adoption due to their dependence on relations with international creditors. He explained, quoting him here, the bigger the country, the less likely it is to take such risks. This is because the larger economies often depend on relationships with international creditors who are strongly opposed to such moves, and maybe also forces of evil opposed to such moves, but just saying. Even El Salvador was pressured by the International Monetary Fund. That's why in my El Salvador verse, one of my verses, every single bar starts with F the IMF. Why do you think those bars are in there, family? Anyways, fund to reverse is 2021 decision, according to Harshit Gangwar. What a name. The head of marketing and investor relations at Transact. He shared, in hindsight, El Salvador was a trailblazer for normalizing Bitcoin as both an everyday currency and as a national investment, and the subsequent institutional adoption in the other global regions have vindicated that decision. If El Salvador had left it until today to make the Bitcoin legal tender, it's fair to say there would be much less pullback, less reward as well, yeah? Brazilian lawmakers have expressed interest in establishing a legal framework for the Bitcoin adoption, but concrete regulations have yet to be developed. So there you go, yo. Let me know your thoughts with El Salvador and Bukele and the Bitcoin adoption. Air isn't 100% oxygen. Right on, JV. 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, says GCLLC. I have oxygen all around me. It does not give me euphoria. However, in the words and in nature, I feel so much happier. Oxygen is the secret to life, though. Breathing properly to oxygenate your body gives you superpowers. I'll discuss it later during the Q&A. Remind me, because that's a very important topic of conversation. Oxygen mask is to make you euphoric and relax. We breathe air. Oxygen just gets you high and less likely to freak out. Now you know. Right on. I live in AR and I want to giggle berries. No idea what they are. Well, do you want giggle berries if it's giggle berry ganja, or you just want the berries? Huh? Earlier, I had a berry salad at the restaurant with that cappuccino. It was amazing. It had goat cheese. I love me some goat cheese. Had all the berries. Just saying. Me too, Chandy. I stay in the woods, about to go break some rear tire traction out there in a minute. Right on, yeah. And welcome everyone just joining us. I see we got 800 people on the stream. Not too shabby. Happy Stacking Saturday. Stacking a biddy. Precisely. Sipping the kombucha as well today. Blueberries. Yes, lots of blueberries in my salad. In fact, I got about 5-10 pounds of blueberries in my fridge. A huge bowl. I buy the organic. I think the brand in Costco is like something hippie. It's like, I forget the name, but hippie is in the name. It's like hippie organics or something. And then I buy a ton of them. And then I put them in I soak them all with baking soda as I do my produce, because berries are heavily, even organic could have chemicals on it. You just never know. So I let my berries always sit in a bowl with water with 1 tablespoon of baking soda. That's supposed to take out 97% of any pesticides. And I'll let it sit there for like 15 minutes. And then I prepare them and I put them in a massive bowl, one of my favorite snacks. And it has a lot of, obviously, antioxidants, and it'll help prevent the big C as well, just as oxygenating your body does. Pure oxygen can be used for a migraine. Yep, 100%. The reason you usually get a migraine is due to lack of oxygen. Most of the diseases is due to lack of oxygen. Cancer is due to lack of oxygen. Oxygen is, one of the most important things for the human. JV Yum salad with goat cheese. Yeah, so good. So good. Love your brother. Shout out Dental Town. Appreciate you. Shout out Nippinator. Nippy says hi to the fam. If you like Nip, show him some love. Drop me a comment. Repost. Spread the Nippinator. Let's make Nippinator great again. Anyways, I love blueberries. They're my favorite next to strawberries. Right on. Blueberries, when they're crispy and fresh, like the ones I'm talking about, hands down my favorite. They're perfectly sweet. They're crisp. So good. Anyways, let's continue. Next story of the day, let's discuss a rally, according to analysts. Then we'll discuss our bullish price prediction of the day, which is 315,000. I'm also going to be sharing the timelines. Welcome everyone to the stream. Then we'll tap into our live Q&A and premiere a brand new music video produced by Chandy, which is fantastic. Can't wait to share it. It's called Bitcoin Forever, like Peter Pan. But anyways, next article. Bitcoin surge is close. Crypto analyst Mike Alfred says Bitcoin prime for a massive rally, and here's why. So crypto trader Mike Alfred tells his 724,000 followers on X that Bitcoin could soon soar if the Fed starts its rate cutting process later this month. The analyst suggests the rate cutting would inject more liquidity into the market, which could give risk assets like Bitcoin a boost. He also believes investors will pour into Bitcoin as a safe haven against U.S. economic uncertainty and current debasement. Quoting him here, Bitcoin is going to surge significantly from the rate cut policy and the likelihood of quantitative easing. The worse the economic data, the heavier the impact will be on Bitcoin's interest, as Bitcoin is going to serve as the safe haven that gold was in the 1930s, not as a hedge against inflation, but as a hedge against the uncertainty of a failure of the United States. Exactly. It's a hedge against everything. The analyst predicts that the next crypto market breakout will not be dominated by the memes. Quoting him here, I suspect we're on the edge of potential massive breakout of the markets after either the unemployment data or the rate cuts from the Fed later this month. Again, I think it's the 18th. I also believe that we are going to see an all-around crypto cycle where real-world assets, the centralized physical infrastructure network, and decentralized finance are going to be the backbones of the actual adoption cycle, not the meme coins. The analyst also believes that the Biddy will be top-performing asset moving forward in the economic cycle until reaching its market cycle peak. He predicts Bitcoin will form a blow-off top with a technical analysis chart showing a sudden rise of the price followed by a sharp decline, quoting the analyst here. Unemployment data is still coming up and non-farm employment changes as well, but the signs are getting worse. The US dollar is losing momentum against the other currencies as the Canadian dollar is showing a lot of strength alongside the Japanese yen and the euro. This is exactly why Bitcoin is so important to have in your portfolio. It follows the pattern of gold of the 1930s and will likely be the blow-off top of this cycle. I think that the next peak of Bitcoin is going to be the peak of the entire equity markets. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analysts. And I'm going to read comments before we dive into our bullish price target of the day. $250,000 above and beyond for the cycle. Holla at your boy. No oxygen for migraine is for an excess effect. It essentially is a medicine. Most migraines not caused by low oxygen. Other gases or smells are more likely. Gases or smells. Interesting. I just know this. If I have a migraine, if I do a meditation focused on proper breathing, it can go away. The only two ways my headache can go away when I do get one, which is rare, is usually due to dehydration, I think, from lack of water. But when I do get one, I breathe properly, it goes away. Breathing properly, doing breath work, the arts. And the only other way is sleep and hydrating you with a lot of water. I mean, that's why I say that. I just know from my experience. Yes, we should all quit vaping. Better than smoking, though, says Diana. Always have an eye for the Nipsey indicator. MNGA, make the Nippinator great again. Thank you, Guido. Simple. That's my motto. I'm running for prez, and my motto is make the Nippinator great again. Kind of funny. But anyways, welcome everyone to joining the stream. What's poppin'? What's good? Happy Saturday. What are you guys most looking forward to this weekend? How low do you think we go? Do you think the bottom is in at 52.6 that we tapped yesterday? Or do you think we'll test 49 again? Do you think we'll drop lower? Let me know. Muhammad's prediction, a lock handle to 150 to 370,000 per Biddy guarantee. Chandy is wifey. Ooh, I have something better than a blue diamond love. Blue diamond, eh? We should all, Muhammad, I would ask, what? But I am afraid YouTube family friendly isn't the place for your answer. Save it for the Wumble. Save it for the Wumble. Exactly. Amen. Qigong, one of my breathing arts, one of my most life-transforming arts I've ever learned, which is the art of cultivating vital energy, Qigong. Yeah, 100%. 46.5 is predicting a little bit bullish. Music works with all fruits and veggies, says Baxter Churchill. Shout out Baxter, was crack-a-lacking, bro. Welcome everyone on the stream. And a reminder that if you're new here, the comment feed is coming from the YouTube channel. So if you guys want to interact right now with the rest of the fam, I strongly encourage you to visit the direct YouTube link at cryptonewsalerts.net. If YouTube friendly, eh? Let me tell you something. Remember Fire Marshal Bill in Living Color days? Let me tell you something. I am vaping the Pineapple Express, eh? Word. Well, anyways, now for our feature story of the day, fam. Bitcoin price. Top trader weighs in on 315,000 as a potential cycle peak for this particular cycle. So let's break this baby down. Here we go. Bitty bitty boom, shakalaka. Okay, so here we go. Many pundits are currently afraid to make large Bitcoin price predictions due to the rapid sentiment change. However, value investor Mike Alfred believes that the crypto could potentially reach 200,000 per coin in 2025, despite the recent bearish headwinds. And during a recent conversation with prominent crypto trader Scott Melker from the Wolf of Wall Streets, he revealed his higher end target is 315,000. And before I quote exactly what he said, I'm going to share JV's personal prediction, which I virtually share every day. I personally feel for this cycle peak as a cycle low bear scenario, 222,000. Bull scenario, I think we have the potential to do 750,000. I think it's most likely to be somewhere in between there. There's just so many factors. I can't pinpoint it anymore. And that's just my speculation and prediction. There's no guarantee there, obviously. It's just my opinion. I'd love to know your predictions as well, family. Let me know in the chat. And when I'm done reading to you the story and prediction, I will read them out loud. So quoting him here, my low end target for Bitcoin next year is kind of 100,000. So he has a 100,000 six-figure target as his bottom bear scenario. And he says to 120,000, but his high end target is upwards of 315,000. So that's the high. And of course, they are really smart people who think it can go higher. And I agree. Samson Mow is calling for $1 million Bitcoin price. Other analysts calling for $500,000. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. And the reality, fam, Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom. So you got to be open to all possibilities. But it's fun to speculate. Do you agree? Quoting him again. I think the point is that the high level, though, is that the people who are saying that the cycle is over, right? That like Bitcoin is not going to have a cycle at all. Like those people are the ones that are most likely to be wrong. Exactly. Those who say Bitcoin already hit the cycle peak. Last cycle was 69. This time we hit 73. It's over, guys. I disagree with that sentiment. Let me know your thoughts. Earlier today, we saw, Bitcoin past couple of days drop back down from 56 and tap 52. We're right back above 54 at the time of the recording. And Alfred also predicted the U.S. Federal Reserve could surge by as many as 50 basis points. Quoting him here, they're trying to thread the needle to prevent the unemployment from going up without causing inflation to go up. Good luck with that one. Oh, we got the inflation under control, 2%. Yeah, whatever you say suits. I think they're just going to pump the small cap stocks, biotech, Bitcoin, and maybe some of the crypto. The longer this goes and the more frustrated the people get, and the more people capitulate, the bigger the up move will eventually be. 100%. And also we have Tom Lee who predicts, Bitcoin hitting 150,000 or for this cycle as well from Fundstrat. I think I've heard him say up to 250,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, every analyst is going to have a different target at the end of the day. So I want to know your personal thoughts, where you think the price will likely go for the cycle peak. And I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome to the Q&A segment of the live stream family. Data says, if I was an influencer, I wouldn't be afraid to make large or unpopular predictions. It's called math. And at a certain point, and although the thing is variable, the math is not. Well, here's the thing. If you make predictions without a timestamp, you're guaranteed to virtually hit the target as long as it's reasonable in some way, shape, or form. Like, hey, $1 million, it's destiny. There will be a time Bitcoin hits $1 million. We don't know when. You know what I mean? So all the predictions will eventually come to fruition unless they're like 100 billion. Just make up a number or some shit, but you get my point. Your pronouns are ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Check out the bizarre style that I display, God. 278 to 375, and I'm selling areas? Selling areas? What do you mean? Oh, selling areas. You mean for the cycle peak. I'll be happy with 100, but I am with you on your prediction. 225, 750, send it. 240, RH prediction, right on. That was the last epoch, JV. We hit that. All-time high, last epoch. We haven't hit the all-time high this epoch. Agreed. Absolutely. I don't even think we've started yet. Hod man bubs. What does that mean? Hod man bubs? Boobs? Man boobs? I would be happy with 80,000 and 100,000. Right on. Last cycle was heavily manipulated. I hope for a pure cycle, 2024, 2025. But I'm not anymore sure. Now we have institutions. Well, some people like Schiff claim zero. He's an idiot. But you make a good point. Some time range makes more sense before 2030 is my million time in the line in the sand. Right on. I feel it's inevitable by then as well. I think most likely 2029 if I was a betting man. Year after the next halving. Next halving scheduled to take place April 2028. Price discoveries are coming. Dollar liquidities are starting. Love you, brother. Shout out Dental Town. Greatly appreciate your support, brother. I do think the cycle peak is in. Wow, Mexico. There is way too much happening in Bitcoin, BlackRock, Fidelity, lots of bullish happening, and the price is not moving. A few years ago, small. Keep in mind, every single cycle post-halving, we usually have an 18-month run-up. We haven't even entered historically the most bullish year. We're still in 2024. So that's my logic. The Oracle says 500 to 750,000 cycle peak 2025. I'm with the Oracle. PEX. You want to see my PEX dance? I don't know what PEX we're referring to, but my PEX can dance. If you want to see it, let me know. JD, are you joining the trip in December to Antarctica to prove the flat Earth? I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. No desire. And no, I don't think I'm going to Antarctica. I'll probably freeze to death if I don't get shot down. Just saying. The cycle is less prediction friendly than we may have expected. Perhaps we'll get 500,000 This time, I'm a unicorn with a rainbow wing, Chandy. Tomorrow I'll be the man again. My pronouns are still up. DXY is going down like a rock, a pet rock. Bullish for Bitcoin when that happens. The last 4 months could be base for a wild ride. See this. As when somebody asks me what my pronouns are, I just say, ha, 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 ha. It's funny, bro. Welcome, everyone. We got roughly 1,000 people on stream right now, but what I'm going to do, we're going to end the YouTube stream so we can go pure uncensored. We do the uncensored version of the pod. If you're new here on X and Rumble, we keep the stream going. We only end the stream on YouTube because YouTube is very censorship heavy, and I like to speak uncensored. Go figure. And I think you guys enjoy that. And so we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the podcast. We're going to premiere a brand new music video called Bitcoin Forever, like Peter Pan. And looking forward to sharing it. So head on over to the Rumble right now if you're on YouTube. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And let's get ready to rumble. Mono. Yeah. So let me know when the YouTube transmission ends.